In my journey toward self-discovery, I encountered many practices that promised transformation and deeper understanding of the human body and mind. One such practice, semen retention, caught my attention as I sought ways to improve my overall vitality and focus. It all began when I stumbled upon discussions mixing ancient philosophical traditions with modern lifestyle advice. I was intrigued by the idea that by refraining from excessive sexual release, it might be possible to harness inner energy and channel it into creativity, productivity, or even spiritual growth. My curiosity, blended with a desire for personal improvement, led me to research the subject extensively, and what I discovered was nothing short of fascinating. Throughout my research, I learned that semen retention is not merely about abstinence, but rather a mindful practice aimed at preserving a vital life force. As I delved deeper into historical texts and modern interpretations alike, I began to trace a common thread: the belief that energy, when conserved, nurtures strength and mental clarity. I recalled moments in my early days when I felt drained after fleeting encounters, wondering if a different approach would have allowed me to maintain more energy for my creative pursuits and physical challenges. I noticed that periods marked by heightened self-restraint often coincided with improved focus and a rediscovered inner balance. As I walked through the intertwined paths of ancient wisdom and modern science, I also encountered stories from individuals who claimed that semen retention transformed not only their physical energy, but also their mental clarity and emotional stability. Their experiences resonated deeply with me, and gradually, I recognized a recurring motif. The practice offered an opportunity for self-reflection and discipline, attributes that have far-reaching benefits in everyday life. Today, as I share this narrative, I invite you to explore with me the benefits of semen retention, a practice that has gradually evolved into a cornerstone of my personal journey toward a more balanced and enriched life. My quest for understanding has made me appreciate the intricate connections between the body, mind, and spirit, illuminating a path forward that is both ancient and curiously relevant in modern times. Reflecting on these experiences further deepened my dedication to this practice. I noticed a subtle but unmistakable shift in my daily life, where increased self-discipline led to enhanced creativity, self-assurance, and an overall sense of inner peace. This insight ultimately reshaped my entire life journey. Understanding the true meaning of semen retention required me to look beyond surface definitions and examine the practice from a holistic perspective. In essence, semen retention is a deliberate process, wherein one consciously chooses to preserve sexual energy rather than dissipate it through frequent release. It is not merely about physical abstinence. It embodies a broader philosophy of harnessing innate life force to fuel creativity, resilience, and mental clarity. I came to appreciate that this practice is rooted in a deep understanding of the connection between the body and the mind, where preserving sexual energy can lead to enhanced concentration and unexpected personal growth. As I dug deeper into this concept, it became clear that semen retention is intertwined with core principles such as self-discipline, mindfulness, and respect for one's natural rhythms. I learned that many ancient traditions encouraged the conservation of vital energy as a path to spiritual awakening and self-mastery. Practitioners believe that when sexual energy is conserved, it can be transformed into a powerful force that nurtures both physical strength and mental acuity. This philosophy shapes a practice that is both practical and profound, inviting one to explore inner landscapes that might otherwise remain untapped. Over time, I realized that defining semen retention for myself was both a personal journey and an exploration of historical insights. The concept gradually became a metaphor for reclaiming control over my impulses and directing my energy toward more constructive pursuits. It was through this multifaceted understanding that I began to see semen retention not as a prescription for universal health, but as a versatile tool that fosters self-awareness, resilience, and a harmonious balance between desire and discipline. Throughout my exploration, I discovered that each individual's experience with semen retention is unique, shaped by goals, challenges, and cultural narratives surrounding sexual energy. Delving into the historical and scientific domains opened a window to the remarkable legacy of semen retention. I began tracing its roots to ancient Eastern philosophies, where sages and spiritual leaders extolled the virtues of preserving sexual energy as a path to achieving higher states of consciousness. Over centuries, texts and teachings, from cultures in India, China, and beyond, have alluded to the transformative power of conserving this unique life force. I immersed myself in these historical narratives, recognizing that many revered figures attributed enhanced clarity, vigor, and spiritual depth to the practice. In more contemporary times, a growing body of scientific research has started to explore the connections between sexual energy and overall well-being. I encountered studies suggesting that reduced sexual activity could lead to hormonal balance and increased endurance, although the research remains in its early stages. This melding of ancient wisdom with modern inquiry piqued my interest further, as it offered a scientific lens through which to view traditional practices. I found that researchers were particularly interested in understanding how conservation techniques might influence mental acuity, emotional stability, and even certain metabolic functions. These studies, while not unanimous in their conclusions, provided a tentative validation of the age-old belief in the benefits of semen retention. Furthermore, as I continued my exploration, I noted that the historical context also fostered a cultural reverence for self-control and discipline. Many traditional practices emphasized that the retention of vital energy was not just a physical act, but a holistic approach to self-improvement. The narratives from ancient texts resonated with modern accounts of personal transformation, making the connection between the documented past and present experiences. Immersing myself in these dual perspectives, I observed how the blend of myth, tradition, and emerging scientific evidence created a rich tapestry that explained why many continue to advocate for semen retention as a method to achieve both physical resilience and mental fortitude. For me, this journey into history and research has been a bridge connecting the wisdom of our forebears with the scientific curiosities of today, illuminating a path that is as enlightening as it is transformative. Reflecting on these insights, I embrace the idea that both ancient traditions and modern science, despite their differences, converge on the understanding that conserving vital energy is a key component of holistic health and personal empowerment. This realization beautifully encapsulated my ongoing quest for a balanced existence with passion. Embarking further on my journey, I began to notice tangible physical benefits associated with the practice of semen retention. It was as though by preserving this vital energy, my body responded with a newfound capacity for strength and endurance. I experienced enhanced vitality that not only allowed me to engage in physical activities with greater stamina, but also improved my overall well-being. Day by day, I observed a subtle increase in my physical performance during workouts and daily tasks, as if my energy reserves were being replenished rather than depleted. This transformation encouraged me to further explore how the conservation of sexual energy might contribute to improved bodily functions and a more robust constitution. In examining these physical changes more closely, I discovered that improved hormonal balance played a significant role in my experience. I recalled moments when I felt unusually energized and focused after practicing semen retention, with no subsequent feelings of fatigue or lethargy. It was not just about avoiding burnout. It was about reclaiming a dynamic energy that seemed to infuse every aspect of my physical being. My muscles felt firmer, and my endurance in exercise routines was noticeably elevated, adding to my confidence and motivation. The idea that the body has a remarkable ability to recharge and optimize itself when given the chance became a recurring theme in my journey. Moreover, I began to understand that the physical benefits of semen retention extend beyond mere exercise performance. There was an increased awareness of my body's signals, from improved sleep patterns to a more balanced metabolic rate. This holistic enhancement of physical health, as I integrated the practice into my lifestyle, provided a sense of empowerment and control over my own body. It felt as if every cell in my body was encouraged to perform at its best, a natural response to the conscious decision to conserve this vital energy. In embracing semen retention, I ultimately uncovered a pathway to improved physical resilience and overall health, a realization that continues to motivate me each day. Every time I reflected upon the physical changes I experienced, I was reminded of the intricate synergy between mind and body. This newfound strength was not simply about muscular gain, but about achieving a balanced, energetic state that empowered me to face life's everyday challenges with renewed vigor. I wholeheartedly embraced these lessons as a guide to nurturing my full physical potential. Venturing deeper into the inner dimensions, I began to witness remarkable mental, emotional, and spiritual benefits from practicing semen retention. I found that by conserving my sexual energy, my mind experienced a clarity that was previously elusive. Ideas seemed to flow effortlessly, and I remained more focused during both work and leisure. This enhanced mental acuity opened doors to problem-solving and creative thinking, enabling me to engage in tasks with a sense of calm determination. Emotionally, I discovered a stability that soothed moments of stress and anxiety. The practice instilled in me a balanced perspective, allowing me to face life's unpredictability with composure. I felt more in tune with my emotions, as if an inner reservoir of calm was steadily replenished by the conscious effort to retain energy. This newly cultivated emotional resilience served as a buffer against the ups and downs of daily life, fostering a sense of inner harmony that I had not previously experienced. Spiritually, the journey was equally transformative. I began to perceive a deeper connection to the world around me, sensing that every action I took was more intentional and aligned with my core values. The practice of semen retention gradually unfolded as a spiritual discipline, inviting me to explore meditation, mindfulness, and self-reflection. In this quiet space of introspection, I discovered profound insights into my own nature, uncovering layers of self-awareness and possible higher states of consciousness. It felt as if my spirit was awakening to a fuller spectrum of existence. Over time, I came to recognize that the cumulative effects of improved mental clarity, emotional stability, and spiritual elevation created a synergistic impact on my overall well-being. I embraced these benefits wholeheartedly, understanding that each aspect of the experience was interwoven and vital to a balanced life. In my daily practices, I integrated techniques that reinforced these outcomes, enhancing the quality of my relationships, work, and personal growth in a holistic manner. Contemplating the interconnected nature of mind, body, and spirit, I realized that the discipline of semen retention fosters a comprehensive sense of self-mastery that extends far beyond physical benefits. This practice encouraged me to cultivate patience, reflection, and a deeper understanding of my inner self, ultimately guiding me toward a state of enduring peace and fulfilled potential. These revelations not only enriched my journey, but also reshaped how I connect with the world, nurturing a resilient spirit and invigorated mind, truly. In my journey of exploring semen retention, I also discovered a variety of practical tips that helped me incorporate this practice into everyday life. I learned that setting clear intentions and maintaining a disciplined schedule are essential for success. Embracing mindfulness techniques, such as meditation and deep breathing exercises, allowed me to remain centered and aware of my body's natural rhythms. I found that combining semen retention with a balanced diet and regular physical exercise created complementary benefits that enhanced my overall energy levels. Additionally, I paid close attention to my individual responses to the practice. Recognizing that no single method works for everyone, I experimented with different routines and gradually adapted a plan that resonated with my personal needs. I recorded my progress, noting improvements in mental clarity, physical endurance, and emotional stability over time. This reflective process enabled me to adjust my practices and set realistic expectations for the journey ahead. It was also important for me to acknowledge the challenges that sometimes accompany this practice. Moments of temptation and setbacks were met with gentle self-compassion rather than harsh judgment. I practiced self-reflection during these times, which helped me understand and overcome hurdles without feeling discouraged. I learned to treat each challenge as a learning opportunity, gradually building a reservoir of resilience and self-awareness. In every step, I remained attentive to my well-being, understanding that true progress comes with patience and persistence. Finally, I remind myself that semen retention is not a rigid regimen, but a flexible approach to personal growth. It is a practice that adapts to one's lifestyle, encouraging regular self-checks to ensure that the chosen methods continue to serve my overall well-being and personal development. With this mindset, I embraced a journey of continuous improvement and self-discovery. To further support newcomers to this practice, I suggest starting slowly and listening intently to your body's feedback. Experiment with short periods of retention, gradually building endurance and learning to recognize signs of both progress and strain. Maintain a balanced routine and remain patient during setbacks, as growth in this practice unfolds over time. Consistent effort yields results. Looking back on my journey with semen retention, I am filled with a deep sense of gratitude and understanding. The practice has opened doors not only to improved physical strength and vitality, but also to mental clarity, emotional balance, and spiritual growth. Reflecting upon the lessons learned along the way, I now appreciate the intricate interplay between self-discipline and natural energy flow. Every phase of this exploration has enriched my view of personal well-being, inspiring me to continue exploring new techniques and insights with an open mind. Throughout my experience, I discovered that challenges and setbacks are as much a part of the process as are the rewards. These moments of difficulty pushed me to develop greater patience and self-awareness, teaching me that growth often comes through persistent effort and thoughtful reflection. In embracing the ups and downs, I found that the practice ultimately leads to a more empowered and harmonious state of being. The journey has been both transformative and humbling, reminding me that every step forward is a testament to personal resilience. In summarizing, I recognize that semen retention is not a definitive cure-all, but a valuable tool in a larger lifestyle of self-improvement. Its benefits resonate through every aspect of life, from the strength of the body to the clarity of the mind and the depth of the spirit. I encourage others to consider this practice as a personal experiment in cultivating balance and self-mastery. Through deliberate practice, attentive reflection, and a commitment to holistic well-being, anyone can unlock hidden reservoirs of energy and insight within themselves. Embracing the practice has been a continuous journey of evolution and learning. It has reshaped my daily life, fostering a renewed sense of purpose and inspiring me to strive for a healthier, more balanced future. Ultimately, this journey empowers growth,